gets that moisture out. But the atmosphere is going to do it today, so you can turn that off tonight. Open the windows.
Good. Don't worry, you got to turn it right back on tomorrow, right?
Did you hear that we almost reached 90? Almost reached 90. Yes.
Almost.
Still hope for Tracy.
But at Burke, we hit 90.
It doesn't
Not
count.
I know.
It doesn't count. It has to be Hopkins Airport. And it was 89, just in case you missed it. 80. It was close, but no ice cream. Not no cookie. No ice cream.
Still hope for Tracy, though. Still hope.
Yeah, it'll hit 90 again in 2022. So there you go. Here's a look at webcam time lapse, and we'll show the skies going from clouds to partly cloudy skies, a little more in the way of sunshine. And look, now if you look right at the horizon, right here, you're going to notice a line. That's the line that separates the cloud cover from the totally clear skies. It's totally clear in here. It's blue. Can you see that? And of course, when we widen out the visible satellite, we're going to see that line of clouds progressing. There's the back edge of the clearing sky. So that's what we'll get into tonight, along with lower dew points, at least for 24 hours or so. But for the time being, the cloud deck, especially south and east towards the Pennsylvania border, the clouds are actually inhibiting the temperature from going much beyond 70. In fact, it's holding it under at Akron-Canton Regional Airport, New Philly, Youngstown at 67 and 69 at Ashtabula. The sun is trying to come out, just enough so that we're in the low 70s at Hopkins Airport, Lorain, and Mansfield. A bigger deal, though, is a dew point shift. And obviously, you can tell that. And we color-coded so that you can tell where the humid areas are and where the dry areas are. Where the humid area resides, it's green. Where the dry air is, it's blue. And you can see it's going from 63, humid Pittsburgh, 53 Cleveland, that's drier, and it's a whole lot drier up to the northwest, and that's what's getting yanked in. There's that boundary which gave us the thunderstorms last night, and AJ was here until very, very early this morning tracking those thunderstorms. And there was one severe thunderstorm warning for Cuyahoga County. That was around 1 o'clock this morning, but obviously the atmosphere is clearing out. So we're in this wedge where the dew point goes down, but eventually, with another cold front trying to head in, the dew points may try to come up a little bit going into the latter part of the week. But for tonight, Thursday, dry. It bounces up a little bit going into Friday, but not by much. We're not looking at mega stuffy air. 55 tonight, except perhaps as low as 51 or 52 in the burbs. Clearing, cooler and less humid. It's going to feel a whole lot nicer. And then for tomorrow, abundant sunshine. It's going to be a pretty day. Comfortably mild, because 79 is above normal. At this time of year, we should be at 76 for the high, so anything above that, we're getting some bonus degrees, but no probability of precip. Here's that next weather maker, but it's not much of one. A very, very slight chance of a passing spritz with that front, but notice the temperature trend. I know, Tracy, you're looking at Monday of next week. Do you already saw? Yeah, 88, so it's close, but we're not going 90 because it's going to be tough to hit, I think, but we'll see. And then back down again in the 70s with another front right about this time next week. New episode of Weather Jazz. I had a special guest on today from a place very far away. Very far away.
Iceland.
Where?
From Iceland.
Maybe.
Nailed it.
He has friends all over the place.
Yeah. And I'll talk more about that coming up.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Andre.
Well, opening up your hearts and wallets for animals in need, preparations are now underway for the 7th annual Dick Goddard Animal Protective League Telethon.
The pandemic drastically changed the tone of the event last year, and while things are not totally back to normal, Fox 8's Jennifer Jordan shows us how the mission is still the same.
Meet 5-year-old April. She is happy and healthy now, but just 3 months ago, the 70-pound stray cane corso was brought into the Cleveland Animal Protective League by a Good Samaritan near death.
She had a fractured pelvis. She had terrible hips, hip dysplasia.
April's many surgeries, medicine, and care would not be possible if not for the great work of the Cleveland APL. Founded in 1912, the APL is a voluntary organization that accepts, picks up, and shelters unwanted or homeless animals. Its daily operating budget, $16,000. On the eve of the 7th annual Dick Goddard APL Telethon, workers setting up the phone bank that will be smaller than usual, 16 volunteers instead of the usual 40, taking calls in shifts.
And we're requiring masks and social distancing, but we at least can get inside and also show viewers what has been happening around the Cleveland APL over the last year.
For starters, President and CEO Sharon Harvey says a multi-million-dollar renovation is near completion, and they are unveiling a new program called Project Care.
It's a preventive program through which we are providing resources to families who are struggling so that they can keep their pets.
The Cleveland APL and shelters nationwide are filling up, not because of an increase in intake, but because of the type of animals that are coming in and the level of care they need, which in turn is taking longer to place them. Last year, more than $170,000 was raised, and this year's telethon expecting to garner even more donations, all to help animals like April find their forever home. In Cleveland, Jennifer Jordan, Fox 8 News.
They are so adorable, Jennifer. Thank you so much. And the 7th annual Dick Goddard APL Telethon is tomorrow, September 16th, running from 6 a.m. until 7:30 p.m.
Well, you will be able to text, call, or go online to make a donation. It'll also be there. We'll be there live tomorrow, so please help us help the 4-Foots.
But we are going sky high for today's One Tank trip coming up, where in Ohio you can travel to see vintage airplanes and even take a ride in them.
The latest details on the iPhone 13 and the Apple Watch, including major improvements to battery life, cameras, and more. I'm Rich DeMuro. That's coming up in TechSmart. Guys, can you